What's up, YouTube? Subskilled here. This is a deck take video for Red Green Aggro. Yes, it's a net deck build that I have. Very popular deck too. It started when I first started, like the idea for me building started when I first started competitive Magic at the Dark Ascension game day, and the promo card was Strangleroot Geist, and I really liked the idea of building a deck around cards like Strangleroot Geist and Huntmaster Spells. So I thought that'd be really cool. And here we are. It's July, and it took me 2 months to get these cards to build this deck. And I've been playing with it for a while, so yeah. It's been doing pretty good, like playtesting wise. I haven't playtested it too much, but it's been doing pretty good. I've also brought it to a couple tournaments, and it always takes game 1 against Delver, because I know it's like a big matchup now, obviously. But then again, game 2 and 3 always go to Runechanter's Pike on Restoration Angel and just swing for game on like turn 6 with like 8,000 power. Alright, oh, and also more than hot tokens are annoying as shit. Just saying. This one game went down to the wire. Anyway, I ramble. I took it to Grand Prix Trials and it went 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 tie. Tied against Naya Pod round 1. Lost against Naya Pod round 2, piloted by one of the best players locally. Lost against Delver round 3, because again, Runechanter's Pike. I really gotta learn to deal with that, and gotta learn to shuffle good enough to actually draw my sideboard at all. I digress. And round 4 played against Mono Black, which is a experimental archetype right now, like experimental deck. Okay, in the current metagame locally, it's experimental because there's just a lot of answers for it, like Pillar of Flame, etc., etc. Surgical extraction. Anyway, surgical extraction is a good answer for anything. Anyway, I also played against Primal Surge, which unfortunately Magic doesn't always reward you for being an out-of-box rogue deck builder. Feel bad for him because that was actually a pretty cool build, pretty interesting. I kind of liked it. It had cards like it had just a bunch of drawing engines, and it ended up being kind of slow, and it had Fog Bank, and basically all you wanted to do was just draw Primal Surge and win the game like that. Because he had like a bunch of cards that would help him draw it. He had tutors and just I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Red Green Aggro. I haven't playtested as much as I wanted to, but oh well. Anyway, let's get started. It runs 4 Birds of Paradise. Just a really classic, really good card. It's a mana dork. It just taps for any mana. You all know what it does. Orbit. 2 Land Worlds. I run 2 because I know some people run 4, but I think 4 is too much because you end up drawing 2 plenty when you need it. And being on turn 6 in a really grindy game, or like turn 8 in a really grindy game, and having to top deck something good and top decking a Land Worlds, and then scooping isn't really that fulfilling. 3 Rancor. Just a really good card to pump up your dudes early and just swing in for big damage, especially with trample. I also have all 3 types of Rancor. I have a new Rancor, promo Rancor, and older Rancor. Also, I've had like this weird rumor come around me that promo Rancor is worth like $15. Can anybody confirm that? Next card on the list is Strangleroot Geist. The promo. I ended up trading my promo away, but I got another like 8 copies, so I've been putting 4 in this deck because he's just an all-star. Because he just comes there turn 2, or even turn 3 when you play turn 2 swords, etc., etc., or turn 3 Huntmaster. There's a lot of options in this deck. But yeah, turn 2 Strangleroot Geist, haste Undying, just swinging for 2 as soon as he comes on the board, and then not being able to block with him, or having the threat that he comes back when he dies, and then your opponent has to deal with that, and him trading with like creatures that have 2 toughness, which is totally relevant in this in my local meta at least. 2 crushing vines. After getting beat by Restoration Angels so many times, you kind of have to start, all right, what can I do to stop this? And it's like, well, I came up with this little synergy combo thing to get rid of it, to just neutralize it completely, like as if it was never there. And it costs the same amount of mana as Restoration Angel, and it also gets rid of 2 of your opponent's cards. So while you're sort of losing resources, but you're not really losing resources. Basically, what you do is you shock the target, which is usually a Snapcaster Mage, like in response to them playing Restoration Angel. You shock like a Snapcaster or like a Huntmaster of the Veils, which is usually what the targets are, being that Blue-White Delver and Naya Pod are 2 of the biggest decks in at least my local meta. And I know the current general meta, they're pretty big there too. Anyway, I gotta hurry this up. But yeah, you shock the target and then you Crushing Vines the Restoration Angel. Also, Crushing Vines is a really versatile card because you can not only Crushing Vines like a target creature flying, you can also destroy target artifact, which swords, runechanters, pike, etc., etc. 2 OP Avenger, really cool combat tricks, and just playing this like at the end of turn 3 on your opponent's turn, or the end of turn 2 on your opponent's turn, when you didn't really have options on your turn, is just really good and really surprising, catch them off guard. And then the next turn playing something like Huntmaster or Strangleroot Geist and just swinging in for a lot is actually really good. To run the last roll, I have to hurry this up because I'm already at 7 minutes. Well, yeah, the run can't be countered. Really good against control matchups and just really any matchup in general, just because it's a 4/4 for 4. 3 green Sun Zenith, because we all know what Green Sun Zenith does, and it fetches your Huntmasters, and it fetches your Strangleroot Geist when you need to, and it fetches more mana dorks when you need to, when you really need to, and it also fetches stuff like the next 2 cards. Silverheart and Acidic Slime. Silverheart, really cool, pumps up your creatures. Acidic Slime comes in the pinch, destroy your artifacts, or destroy artifacts, lands, etc., etc. Enchantments. Also, don't green sun for 3 when you sideboarded in a green Tree of Redemption against mono green, and they're beating your face in with Thragtusk, and Dungrove Elder at 4, or Dungrove Elder at 6. Always green sun for 4 for Tree of Redemption, so you can block. Yeah, misplay. Also, 3 Huntmaster. I'm really thinking it should be 4 just because he's such a good card, but I don't want to draw him like too often, so I think I'll keep him at 3. Draw him too often when I'm in stage 1, and I don't have that much lands to play him. Yeah, 3 shocks for the whole Crushing Vines thing, and the fact that I think this is a much better card than Pillar of Flame, in the sense that it's instant speed and it is combat tricks and it's really versatile. However, I do really like Pillar of Flame to get rid of Strangleroot Geist and Drops Messenger, and those are actually 2 popular cards that I need to be prepared for main deck. So 2 Pillar of Flame. I'm talking really fast. Gutshot just gets rid of mana dorks and just Delver, and it's really cool. Hound of Grizzlebrand undies and double strike. I think I could try it. Red Sun Zenith just to get rid of Titans and stuff, and Planeswalkers. Not gonna lie, it's good against, I guess, Solar Flare. And 1 Bonfire of the Damned, which should be like 80 Bonfire of the Damned, because that card is taking over standard. But yeah, 1 Bonfire of the Damned because I'm cheap. Moving on. I'm only running 2 swords, 1 Feast and Famine, 1 War and Peace, just because I can really only afford to, I guess. And they're really good. There's just so much value there. You know what they do. Alright, so this video